build a kind of America where hard work is rewarded, where American goods and American workmanship are the best in the world. That's what this election is all about.
He turned around a 10-year economic slide and created a boom that has made Massachusetts one of the hottest economies in the country. He brought people together, created over 400,000 jobs, and pushed personal income to the highest levels in the nation. He erased a massive deficit, balanced 10 budgets in a row, and cut taxes 5 times. It wasn't a miracle. It was leadership.
By working together to create opportunity and a good life for all of us are enriched, not just in economic terms, but as citizens and as human beings.
For a new era of economic greatness in America, Michael Dukakis for president. The company you work for shuts down. Your job, your security, gone. Shouldn't there be a law to give you and your community 60 days notice? George Bush says no, and Dan Quayle led the fight in the Senate against making it a law. But understanding a community's needs is what Michael Dukakis is all about. That's why he passed one of the first laws in the country providing notification of plant closings. And that's one reason he chose Lloyd Bentsen, a man who won the fight to make 60-day notification law. Who cares about your life? The choice is clear.
Hey, pal, how about a couple $100 billion? I'll pay you right back.
This is what the Republicans call managing the economy.
Hey, pal, $500 billion, just to kind of get me over the hump.
They should call it mortgaging our children's future.
What's another trillion between friends?
They've tripled our national debt.
Hey, pal, just a few more years. That's all I need.
Sorry, pal.
Leadership. It's meeting the tough problems head on. That's how Mike Dukakis fought crime in Massachusetts. In the last 4 years, he's put 20% more cops on the street and 5 times as many drug offenders behind bars. Leadership. It's getting real results. Crime down in Massachusetts by 13% and the lowest homicide rate of any industrial state. Look at the record. That's leadership. Leadership that's on your side. Michael Dukakis for president. Let's take charge of America's future. Leadership. It's taking charge, taking responsibility. Michael Dukakis balanced 10 budgets in a row and still cut taxes 5 times. Leadership. It's making life better. He increased working people's income at twice the national rate and pioneered the first universal health care program in the country. And that's why America's governors, both Democrat and Republican, voted Michael Dukakis the most effective governor in the nation. Michael Dukakis for president. Let's take charge of America's future. Leadership. It's meeting the tough problems head on. In the last 4 years, Michael Dukakis put 20% more cops on the street, 5 times as many drug offenders behind bars, and reduced crime by 13%. Leadership. It's getting real results. That's why America's governors, both Democrat and Republican, voted Michael Dukakis the most effective governor in the nation. That's leadership. Leadership that's on your side. Michael Dukakis for president. Let's take charge of America's future. Leadership. It's taking charge, taking responsibility. Michael Dukakis balanced 10 budgets in a row and still cut taxes 5 times. Leadership. It's making life better. He increased working people's income at twice the national rate and pioneered the first universal health care program in the country. And that's why America's governors, both Democrat and Republican, voted Michael Dukakis the most effective governor in the nation. Michael Dukakis for president. Let's take charge of America's future.
Jimmy did well in high school. Good grades, good in sports, a popular kid. He got accepted to college, but his family couldn't afford tuition. And there weren't any scholarships. There are a lot of families like Jimmy's. Mike Dukakis wants to help. His college opportunity plan says that if a kid like Jimmy has the grades for college, America should find a way to send him. Mike Dukakis, a president for the 90s.
He spoke for our concerns.
People all over this country who, in some cases, are living from paycheck to paycheck. In other cases, are having a hard time opening up the door of college opportunity to their children.
With ideas to make life better.
And I think it's time that when you got a job in this country, it came with health insurance.
And vision to build the future.
The best America is not behind us. The best America is yet to come.
Michael Dukakis for president. Let's take charge of America's future. George Bush sat by while a federal furlough program released thousands of prisoners, many of them drug dealers. Almost 14,000 in 1987 alone. And now suddenly George Bush is attacking Michael Dukakis for just one case in his furlough program. But Michael Dukakis took action and changed that program. In his state, he's reduced crime by 13%, and the murder rate is the lowest of any major industrial state. Michael Dukakis for president, because the best America is yet to come. George Bush was chairman of a federal task force to stop drug traffic. Cocaine traffic went up by 400%. Drug-related deaths doubled. He talked tough in public. But in private, we were dealing with General Noriega, the Panamanian drug lord. And now George Bush says he'll be tough on drugs. We don't need any more talk. In his state, Michael Dukakis got results. 5 times as many drug offenders in jail. High school drug use down by 15%. Michael Dukakis, the best America, is yet to come. For 7.5 years, George Bush personally weakened regulations on corporate polluters, failed to push for the cleanup of toxic waste sites, twice supported the veto of the Clean Water Act, and opposed a ban on ocean dumping. And now suddenly George Bush tells you he's going to be the environmentalist president. Do you believe that? The League of Conservation Voters doesn't either. They gave George Bush a D rating, and they endorsed Michael Dukakis for president, because the best America is yet to come. George Bush sat by while his administration tried to cut $200 billion out of Social Security. In fact, in 1985, George Bush personally cast the tie-breaking Senate vote to cut $20 billion in benefits. And now suddenly George Bush tells you he's on your side. He didn't vote for you. Why should you vote for him? Vote for the man you know will protect Social Security and make sure it's there for you when you need it. Michael Dukakis for president. The best America is yet to come. For 7.5 years, George Bush supported cutbacks in American education. He even sat by while college loans for working families were cut. And now, suddenly, George Bush says he'll be the education president. Michael Dukakis won't just give us slogans. He's committed to a new national college loan program to make sure that any American kid can afford to go to college. Michael Dukakis for president. A real commitment to education. The best America is yet to come. The most powerful man in the world is also mortal. We know this all too well in America. 1 in 5 American vice presidents has had to rise to the duties of commander-in-chief. 1 in 5 has had to take on the responsibilities for the most powerful office in the world. For this job, after 5 months of reflection, George Bush made his personal choice, J. Danforth Quayle. Hopefully, we will never know how great a lapse of judgment that really was.
Oh, jeez. They're going to kill us on this Noriega thing. Look at the headline, the Panamanian drug lord.
Yeah, it's a picture of Bush with Noriega. Just won't let it go, will they?
Well, we need a lot better answer.
Only something better than I don't remember.
Well,
I'm working on it.
you better be.
Maybe we should just stick with I don't remember.
They'd like to sell you a package. Wouldn't you rather choose a president?
Geez, look at these poll numbers. People are really worried about the environment.
We'll do a commercial standing on a beautiful beach.
Oh, give me a break. After 7.5 years of our boys taking apart the Environmental Protection Agency, James Watt, Bush personally got him to ease up on corporate polluters. That is on the record. And now we're going to say everything...
He's going to say he loves the environment. He's going to make it clean and wonderful.
He'll say that?
They'd like to sell you a package. Wouldn't you rather choose a president?